and I. Dun, 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 just be myself. Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Shannon Show. Hey, I made it in. Yeah, I had to put my time, push it back a little bit because I had a little conflict with time. So I knew this would work out. Hope everybody doing all right. So welcome to the Shannon Show. It is hot and sunny outside. It's scorching. It's hot and scorching out there. Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, Damien? What's up, Shannon? I made it back home. I'm tired of my old travel. I bet. Traveling wear you out. Straighten it out. Straighten it out. Hey, what's up, Kim? It's Kim Bling Bar. Yeah. Yeah, oh, good to see you. I appreciate you coming in. Hope you're doing all right, Kim. Yeah. Kim is speaking and saying, hi, Damien. Yeah. Yep. Use my brain on you. So I should give myself a little more time to clean up the studio. Got stuff in the way. Got my camera in the way. Let me get this out of the way. Up. I'm knocking stuff over up in here. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. You use my brain. So I hope everybody's doing all right today. It's nice and sunny outside. It sure is. It's got something on me. But yeah, what's going on, Kim? Thank you. I'm blessed. How are you? I'm doing all right. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Mom? My mama. Yeah. Yeah, I finally got off not too long. Yeah. Mom speaking. Yeah, I made it. Kim speaking to Mama. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Last 3 days working. I'm glad I'm off of that. I can't do no more. Let me see if I can take a picture of the stream while I'm in the stream. Let me take a picture of the actual stream. Let me take a picture of the stream while in the stream. Let me see here. Let me take a picture of the stream. Hey, I'm actually taking a picture of me in the stream. Yeah. I took a picture of the stream while in the stream. Yeah. Yeah, it's different. Drop my flash. Ooh, let me put my camera. Let me just go and put my camera down before I break it. Let me go and put that down before I break it. Well, yeah. Let me get my. Let me take. Oh, let me see if we get a picture of everybody. Hold on. What? Took a flash. Yeah, took a. Let me get a picture of the stream of me. Almost broke my camera. So here. Yeah, it was rough. The last Monday through today it was rough. I can't work that no more. I just call. Hey, what's up, Trash Girl Videos? Hey. Oh, what's up, Vivian? What's up? Appreciate you coming in the stream. Let me put you up there. Trash Girl. Hold on. Let me get my camera out. Let me get a picture of everybody. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all pose for the that's funny. All right, hold on. Let me get a picture. Hold on. That's funny. So you doing all right? I appreciate you coming in. Yeah. Yeah, Viv. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in, Viv. Yeah. I can't believe I'm sitting here taking pictures of the string. Everybody, like, smile. Everybody. Let me get everybody like this. So let me go this way with the camera. I'm actually taking pictures of the screen. Let me see if I can. Let me get it. Now let me switch to manual. I got an automatic. See, real photographers use manual. Forget all that automatic stuff. I'm in control. Cause I'm in control. I run this. That's right. Let me see. Let me get in there. I just call. Oh yeah. Hey, Dame said, to be honest with you, I'm kind of lost my voice. My vocal cords all performing. I did some, etc. Some trial. Yeah, sorry about that. Don't drop that camera. Wait a minute. I didn't drop my camera. I didn't drop my camera. I didn't drop my camera. See? Let's see if I get it in focus. And then see if I shoot that way. I might have too much light on it. Let's see if I get it. Hey, I got it. Oh, it looks good right there. Let me show y'all. I'll show y'all the picture. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I took the picture string and I got it in there. Yeah. I did not drop my camera. It was my flash. It was the flash. It was my flash. Okay. It was my flash. It was my flash. Now, Damon, wait a minute. What's this? A campaign? Oh, hold on. Hey, what's this? A campaign? What's this? A campaign? Me dropping my camera. Sure, Shannon drops his camera campaign. Yeah, it was my flash. Yep. Oops. Oh, see? My flash slipped again. So here's my flash. It's a flash from my Canon. The brand newer. I like this brand newer. Yeah. Speed light flash. So you take this bad boy. You take it, you put it on here, you screw it on. I got it from Amazon, I think, a couple of years ago. Newer is a really good brand. And see, then I put it on there, you know. If Max was in here, he would have said. So you get to put that bad boy on. See, I flipped it on. I'll turn it on. Yeah, so Viv, you and Pat doing all right today? Yeah, I appreciate you coming in, Trash Girl Video. Hey, I like them songs on the album. That album's really cool because you said it's like a techno kind of stuff, kind of like Daft Punk. I like Daft Punk myself. All right. Hey, actually, this is better with the flash on. Hold on. Let me step back here and see if I can get a picture. Hold on. So I have my long lens. I can get it. All right. Actually, that looks good with the flash on. I just call to say, oh yeah. Turn up. Because we're doing great. You're making us laugh. Thank you. I'm glad you like album. Yeah. Damien said I broke my leg, so I really can't move most of my shows. Had to cancel. Sorry to hear that, Damien. That's cool, baby. I'm glad. I appreciate y'all coming in. Yeah, she caught me off guard. Sure did. Y'all caught me off guard up in here. Yeah. Damien. I just call. Yeah, sorry about that, Damien. As y'all notice, I got my new shirt. I did this myself, my new logo. I pressed the shirt. I did it myself. I put it all together myself. So I've been working on some things behind the scenes, but that's one of the things I've been working on. My Sure Shannon logo, says the Sure Shannon Show. and you see where my face is. Oh, I keep bumping stuff. Like, so right here, see, like you see where my face is. Instead of O, it's my face. So it's the Sure Shannon Show. So I was inspired by making this logo, kind of inspired by Run DMC. Hey, what's up, Max Charles? Shaking my head. Where were you Wednesday, like you said? Look, I was working, okay? The bills gonna keep coming. I had to works. But I'm here this Wednesday. That was last week. I'm here this Wednesday. I wasn't there last Wednesday. I had to tell myself from last Wednesday to go do next Wednesday. That's right. So I said, hey, do next Wednesday. All right. So I'm here. Last week, Wednesday, me told me to do next Wednesday week, you know. So I said, all right, I'm here. But yeah, having fun with my new logo, Sure Shannon logo. Miss Kim Blaine-Barr is speaking, saying hi to Max. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. That should say Kansas City. Wait, all right. Oh, that's right. Ain't it football preseason coming up? Training camp. Hey, I gotta get down to training camp. Me and the Cleveland Browns about to go in training. I tried out for safety. They said we like how you run your patterns, run your routes. Hey, we think we're gonna need you. We're gonna need you to come play for the Cleveland Browns. So right now they're working on my jersey. They're working on my jersey up in Cleveland. Cause we're gonna win the Super Bowl this year. Me and Cleveland, you know, they got the best safety in the NFL right here. That's right. That's right, Kim. That's right. Get ready for Kansas City going down. That's right. All you KC fans in here, it's going down. Cleveland gonna take it. Don't start that. Hey, Cleveland gonna whoop up on Kansas City. I'm not jumping trains and I'm adding on. That's what I do. That's right. I pick the best. I'm still Broncos all day, but I like Shedeur Sanders because he played with Cleveland now, because he played with Colorado. Deion Sanders, my favorite player. Both of his sons going in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders, quarterback for Cleveland Cavaliers. No, wait. I mean, not Cleveland Cavaliers, Cleveland Browns. And Shiloh playing for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I ain't jumping no train. I don't jump train. No. I add on to what I already got. Hey, Cleveland gonna beat the KC. If we want to lose more drum here again, we trying to. If we lose more drum here in Kansas City, not trying. I'm telling you, Cleveland going to the Super Bowl. In fact, the Broncos don't go. Cleveland going to the Super Bowl. One of them going to the Super Bowl. I know who ain't going to the Super Bowl. Pick it. Let's check it out. You know it. Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, boy. The Cleveland Browns. I keep getting them mixed up. If we lose more problems going on. Yeah, the Cleveland. Oh, look what Kim put in here. KC. See, look. You know she's ready for football season. Yeah. That's why she ain't been here the last few weeks. She been at home watching the training camps, the KFC's training camp. She been at home biting her nails and stuff on edge. Is Mahomes coming back? Is Travis Kelce coming back? She's at home biting her nails. you know that's what you. But that's why she ain't been on here. She been at home watching the TV, trying to watch. See if Patrick Mahomes gonna show up to training camp. Hey, what's up, Jaden? Oh, I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, that's what she's been doing, sitting at home, biting her nails the whole 3 or 4 weeks. I've been helping them practice. I took a no, you didn't. You know you lying. Uh-oh. Hey, you know you lying. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to take a screenshot with Kim's. I hit the wrong button. Oh God, I did it again. I'm trying to get a screenshot here. All right, there it is. Yeah, you know you full of it, Kim. You know good and well. You know good and well. Let me get this straight. Let me get that off stage, okay? What you mean? That's what I get? I'm trying to stay. That's right. Putting that in here. Hey, everybody. That's what Kim been. That's where Kim been the last few weeks at home, biting her nails, watching. She been watching every news channel, every ESPN. Hey, she even was listening to Stephen A. Smith. She at home listening to Stephen A. Smith on the radio. See what Stephen A. Smith gonna say about Kansas. That's what you mean. That's right. That's what I get. That's right. Cleveland going to the Super Bowl. If not Cleveland, the Broncos. Broncos country going. Now, Shador gonna give it to Mahomes. I hope Shador whoop up on Patrick Mahomes. That's right. He gonna whoop up on him. I'll tell you what though. That's right. I done ran out of water. Neither me, Jaden, but let's set the. What do you mean set the? Let's set the thermostat for. Okay, yeah. Me neither. Kim says, trying to. Oh, okay. Kim speaking to Jaden. Okay, yeah. There you go. Said me neither, Jaden, but let's set the thermostat for the best. Yeah, that's some good advice right there. Yeah, Jaden, listen to Kim. She got good advice, man. Her, Marlene. Yeah. Life with Marlene. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's how you do it. You know, good people always give off good vibes. People feed off. You never know if somebody having a good day or a bad day or whatever, but you know, somebody with positive energy, just pumping it out. They feed off of, you know, try to make them, hopefully it'll make them feel better, you know, energy, you know, bring them back around, make them feel, you know, try to feel better. But yeah, see, that's what I tell people, man. It's always another day. You know, you take advantage of each day you got, but when you wake up the next day, it's like, okay, yesterday was bad, so try not to bring all of that stuff from the day before into the new day, because the new day is like it's a new day, it's a new paint, it's a new blank canvas, so you can draw something even better than the day before. So yesterday was a rainy day. Well, the next day you got a brand new canvas. You can paint you a sun, draw the sun with, you know, draw the sun with the birds, you know, real bright sunny day. You got a new day to break for a new canvas. You know, get your paintbrush out and paint a better day. You know what I mean? And Kim saying, my advice to you, Shannon, is to bend the. I ain't bending up. First of all, you don't be coming on people. It ain't nice. It ain't pretty to come on people's channel to tell them to bend the knee. Bend the knee. You know, since I have good advice. I ain't doing nothing. Hey, I think you're in trouble with Gio. You know what? I think you're in trouble with Gio as well. Now, that's right. You in trouble with Gio. Now, that's right. I'm gonna make a change. That's what Kim gonna say when the Broncos win the Super Bowl and beat the Chiefs ain't gonna make it to the Super Bowl. She gonna be like, I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. That's what she gonna be saying. That's right. That's right. Yeah, Jaden. Yeah, man. Hey, that's why he always say that's the cool thing about having another day, man. Hey, you can do something better than the day before. Make it better, you know. The next day can be just as good, you know. Sure can. Hey, you might mess around and hit the lottery tomorrow. You don't know. You can't call that to, you know. You can't make that call. The lottery might find you tomorrow. You might hit tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Kim said that spit in the brick. Mm-hmm. Gonna crack. I ain't cracking nothing. I'm gonna make a change. That's what Kim gonna say. She gonna make a change. She gonna go to the Broncos. I'm gonna make a change. She gonna get up and jump. Put a Jerry Curl wig on. Oh shit! It's supposed to help someone playing. Oh shit! Playing with my. Yeah, Jay, it'll be all right, man. Listen, it'll be all right. You know, just got to pray. I tell people you have to pray. Even if you don't believe, you have to pray. Just pray. I'm telling you, it works. You know, just praying, it works. The time, just pray. Help God to get you through it, man. You know, come up here and laugh. That's right. I'm gonna get my wig on. Get my little Jerry. She got her Jerry Curl wig on. You know, Jerry Curl juice all on the screen while she dancing. Whoosh, splashing everywhere. Whoosh, whoosh. She gonna make a change. She's going to the Broncos. Gonna make it right. Oh, so she bought a Broncos jersey for once in her. Yeah, she is. Kim said she sent me an encrypted message the other week about the KFC. Look, between me and you, look, I ain't really been feeling Mahomes or Kelsey because she wanted to keep it real. Look, I'm actually a big Broncos fan. That's why she put up such a big stink, because in actuality, she likes the Broncos, but she like to keep it on down low. Mm-hmm. Hey, didn't you hear that song? She's gonna look at the chief in the mirror. Ooh, she's gonna change her ways. And no. You want to make a change, Kim? You got to get it right while you got the time before you. do. Kim, make that change. Make that change, Kim. make that change. You'll feel better about it, Dame said, if our team loses, I'm leaving state. Now, what kind of fan are you? Now wait, time out, Damien. What kind of fan are you? Your team lose, you leaving the state. I thought you was a big KFC, Kansas City Chiefs fan. Now, they don't sound like no real fan to me. I thought you said you just love the Kansas City Chiefs fans. Oh, Mahomes, we going to the Super Bowl. Hey, you talking about if they lose, you leave. You ain't leaving the state. But yeah, even though it's still a game, but hey, man, Mahomes might be all right. He might be okay. Don't tell me you done gave up on him already. The season ain't even started yet. Now wait a minute. The season ain't even started. You mean to tell me you done gave up on him already? They ain't even threw one snap yet. This is just a game, but I'm just saying you gonna risk. I'm just saying the game that season. KFC, the Chiefs gonna do good. They always do good, even if I don't like them. But they still got Mahomes. They gonna call their plays. And of course, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, and Tay still together. Because Travis Kelce and Tay still together. Tay. Little Tay. Tay. Yeah, him and Tay still together. And, that's some of the best ratings the Chiefs been get since Tay showed up. It's been like a year, 2 years now. Yeah. Oh, Wasn't it last year the Chiefs planned a football schedule around Tay Tay? Little Tay Tay. Oh. It's not unusual. I've been doing this for the last few days. I can't figure out why. Carlton from Fresh Prince dancing to Tom Jones. It's not unusual. It's not unusual. Actually, Tom Jones is kind of cool, though. You see him back in the 70s. He kind of had a perm, a little mini afro, and the sideburns. And everybody had those platform shoes. Wayne Newton was kind of cool, too, back in the 70s. They call him Mr. Las Vegas. Mr. Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Max Charles said, I know I'm not going nowhere. I need to name my new album Kansas City Chiefs. Is that right? The Kansas City Chiefs. So you honestly believe the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl, Max? I think you said that a few streams ago. You were saying the Chiefs going to go back to the Super Bowls. I don't know, man. The Eagles gave it to them. The Chiefs didn't have no answer for the Eagles. Saquon. Ain't that funky? Ain't that funky? If y'all get a chance, check out my new videos. Check out my new videos. Check out my new videos. I've been finally getting my videos back rolling, regular videos. Upload my videos pop up on Wednesdays and Fridays every week. Wednesdays and Fridays. I drop the video at 10 a.m. I got to get my other video up. They're going to drop. I've been getting back to what I really like. Is Funko Pops and my mystery box. Funko hauls and mystery boxes. I'm having fun with it. And I use Marlene's advice too. So, me and Max Charles did meet after show to talk about the band. It's not for me. Oh, okay. But yeah. Oh yeah, Kim also sent me a picture of her Broncos jersey too. It said Miss Kim's Bling Bar on the back. It sure did. She sent me a picture. I gotta find it, so I gotta sift through my thing and try to find it and let y'all see it. Hey, hush that fuss. Hush that fuss. Yep. Yeah, I can't believe it's that time. Football camp, training camp. But everything's been on the news. Shador, Sanders. I got to catch up, see how Shiloh's doing. Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn Jr., LeJontay Western. That's because I said you be the rapper. Damien says, I don't rap. Hip hop. Hey, Max Charles, you ever heard of Sugar Hill Gang? The hip hop, the hop, the hip, the hop. You don't stop. Up, jump, bang, boogie to the beat. Said, rhythm. What you hear is not a test. Sugar Hill Gang. So I said, what's the actual first rap song I truly heard? What? No, I think it was Roxanne. Roxanne. Yeah. See, that's why I don't want a band. I didn't want to join. No. Oh, you don't want? Oh, you don't like the rap? So you. I'm trying to think. You play an instrument, Damien? You play an instrument? join. But yeah, football season. I can't believe it. Hey, Kim, Shador Sanders jersey sold to made $250 million in sales. The season ain't even kicked off. He ain't even snapped the football for real in the real game. No preseason. His jersey done outsold everybody, all rookies, everything. $250 million in jerseys. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. $250 million jersey. I gotta get one myself. They on sale at the NFL shop, the Fanatic shop, for like 110, I think. Yeah. I need to get my own jersey. They say I sing classic music, Max, and want me to do new pop, rap stuff. I'm old 1990s person. I like that stuff. Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Michael Bublé. Hey, I like Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé is cool, man. There ain't nothing wrong with Michael Bublé. I think maybe I started listening to him maybe in the late 90s, or early 2000s, mid 2000s somewhere. Yeah, Michael Bublé. Yeah, Michael Bublé is cool. So yeah, you like you like Stevie Wonder. Hey, Stevie's the man. He's still going strong. Stevie in his 70s and still rocking it out. Let's see here. My favorite Stevie Wonder song, Isn't She Lovely? I Wish. Power Flower. Power Flower. Power Flower. I said I wish. Sir Duke. Ribbon in the Sky. Overjoyed. Land la la tonight. Come home. Come home. I like the songs he did on the soundtrack for The Woman in Red with Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder and what's her name? Kelly LeBlanc. Kelly LeBrock. Yeah. But yeah, Stevie's the man. I like he did a song with Jerry Butler, Blowing in the Wind. Stevie's like 16 singing Blowing in the Wind. I think the original song was by Bob Dylan. Blowing in the wind. Yeah, what it is, Stevie's doing the leads on it, but Jerry Butler does the background vocals. Blowing. I said hard. Yeah, you hear Jerry Butler in the background blowing in the wind. But I think the original is by Bob Dylan, Blowing in the Wind. Blowing in the wind. Blowing. Jerry Butler. I think I first started listening to Jerry Butler through my mama. What's his name? Mr. Ice, whatever his name was. Yeah, Jerry Butler. Y'all should check him out. That's old school. I can't feel with so much old school music. Jerry Butler, B.B. King, of course, Stevie Wonder, James Brown, Prince, Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5, Jermaine Jackson, Janet Jackson. LaToya had some good stuff. Rebbie had some good stuff. Marlon, he went solo, had a solo album. I think the most successful Jacksons in the family was Michael and then Janet. See, I can't do it. That's why I'm not joining Shannon. But yeah, music is just cool, man. I like old school country, Charlie Pride, Dolly Parton. Jerry Reed. I like old Jerry Reed. Tammy Wynette. I like Patsy Cline. But ain't it the Judge? Mama, he's crazy. Crazy. I like Joey Messina. I like Terry Clark. Who else? I like Vince Gill. I like Hank Williams Jr. Are you ready for some real football? Hank Williams Jr. Hank Williams Sr. had some good stuff too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just stay solo. Okay. Whatever works for you, man. Show you right. I like who else old school? I like bluegrass stuff too with Jimmy Martin. I like Miranda Lambert. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let me get deep into my country repertoire. Miranda Lambert, said Tammy Wynette, Jerry Reed. Who else did country? Said Vince Gill. Garth Brooks, Brooks and Dunn. Tracy Montgomery. Was that like Tracy Montgomery? Oh, I like Buck Owens. I like Buck. I like Buck Owens song. Me and my buddy Gravy. That song "Mow Your Grass." Dun, the way the song starts off, it goes dun 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 dun. Then Buck come in and sing. That song called "Who Gonna Mow Your Grass." It's just too funny to me. Who's gonna mow your grass? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Buck Owens and Roy Clark for Hee Haw. Hee Haw would come on Saturdays, on the weekend, come on Saturday. Be Roy Clark and Buck Owens. They'd be the host, and they would do all those skits on the show. Hee Haw was actually, it was funny, It's like they was out, like farm, the kind of farm, farm vibe out on the farm, in the country, whatever kind of feel. I mean, they were country singers, so Dun, 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 dun. Matter of fact, on my computer, I got Buck Owens' greatest hits. Yeah, I got Buck Owens' greatest hits, Dolly Parton's greatest hits, what, disc 1 and 2 or something like that. Who else? I like Shooty Jennings. I kind of listen. I like his dad better. What's it? Waylon Jennings. His dad was Waylon Jennings. He did the thing for Dukes of Hazzard. Just a good old boy. He was also the Valadier for Dukes of Hazzard as well. Waylon Jennings. I like, of course, Johnny Cash. I like Glenn Campbell. What's that? What's someone? Rhinestone Cowboy. Who else? Like a lot. I think Anne Murray. I like Anne Murray. Anne Murray. Other artists, well, not country. I like Herb Alpert and his wife Laney Hall, Lonnie Hall, Lani, Laney, Lonnie. I don't know one way, Laney Hall, but Herb Alpert, he did like a lot of jazz and stuff. But that's the song I like. They both did that song together, "Come With Me." But I first heard Herb Alpert stuff in "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend." Janet Jackson sings on the song. She does the leads on the song. But you get it's Herb's song, but she does the lead. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Told me, love don't come for free. Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me. Diamonds are a girl's best. That was a big hit too. Herb Alpert, 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 Herb Alpert. Him and his buddy, they created A&M Music, Alpert, and I don't know if the M for it, but it's his buddy, A&M Records. Had his own record company, Herb Alpert. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Of course, I like L.A. and Babyface, LaFace. Babyface and L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid wrote End of the Road by Boyz II Men. Now, Boyz II Men is a really bad group, all-time iconic legend group, Boyz II Men. It's like in the early 90s, 91, 92, Boyz II Men came out. ABC, Another Bad Creation. BBD, they all came out in like 90, 91. That was a really good year for music. I'm telling you, man. I think when I was coming up in the 90s, listening to music was a lot better, too. Way better. And like hip hop, you could distinguish who was who. Everybody wasn't copying, and everybody had their own sound. You could recognize right out the gate listening to it. It wasn't cookie cutter stuff. They were creative with their own, the music and made, music. Mm-hmm. I like EPMD, Red Man, Method Man, Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang. So, of course, old school Salt and Pepper, DJ Spinderella. I like Climax. I got a meeting in the ladies' room, and I'll be back real soon. I got a meeting. Of course, LA and Babyface, LA Reid were in a group called The Deal, and then they ended up splitting off and leaving. They started their own record company. Mm-hmm. But yeah, The Deal was a good group. I started listening to The Deal. I was in the 5th grade, so it had to be like 88, 87, 88. Because my mom got that album. It's called Eyes of a Stranger, the album. But the main song that got me tuned into them, knowing about Babyface, was Two Occasions. That's a bad jam. I mean, it was on the radio everywhere, 2 occasions. He said, that's day and that's night. I'm like, what they talking about? That's day and that's night. I think of you if I could think of you only day and night. 2 occasions. That's like their biggest hit. The Deal. Deal is spelled Deele. The Deal. And on the album cover, it's called Eyes of a Stranger. You see a lady on the front. You see like the fan like over her nose and her mouth. Her eyes are peeking. She got a hat on. You see like baby facing him in the background. The album's like it's pink and maroon or pink and burgundy colors and stuff. But it's called Eyes of a Stranger. Mm-hmm. The Babyface is the man. Who else was another group that was really big? Karen White. She came out. She was Terry Lewis's wife. Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis was another good team. When Janet hooked up with them, I guess 85, 86, for the Control album came out, and they produced that album. They didn't do the first 2, but they did that 3rd album. It's like from that 3rd album on up, Janet was just hitting home runs with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Because, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis came from the group at the time. And, basically they got fired from the time Prince fired them, because the time was Prince's band. He put them together. Morris Day was the lead. He said he didn't really want it. He didn't know how to be a lead or whatever. Lead singer for a group. But he said Prince taught him. He said, just put your hand in your pocket and just be cool, man. Just be cool. He said, I can do that. Matter of fact, they got a song called Cool. And the video goes COOL. What's that spell? Cool. COOL. What's that spell? Yeah, the time was bad. Actually, like in the movie The Purple Rain with Prince in the time, Prince and Revolution in the time. Revolution, they were cool, but when Morris Day and them come, it's gonna really be fun, because they just cut up, just act up. All of them act up. It was fun when you saw them coming on stage in Purple Rain. Morris Day and them, they were really fun. They could play, they could jam and have fun and be funny all at the same time. Them boys are bad. I saw Morris Day in the time back in it was 2003. On that lineup, it was Patti LaBelle, Midnight Stars, Zap, and Morris Day in the time would close it out. I don't think Jerome was with Morris on that show, but there was a guy who had the mirror, because that was Jerome's thing, have the mirror. Something because Morris would be like, somebody bring me a mirror. So Jerome come out, his head bopping. Morris got his comb. He's combing his hair. He take his comb and just throw it out in the crowd. Well, he did that in the movie, though. And Purple Rain at the opening, because Jerome had the mirror. So after Morris finished combing his hair, he threw it out to the crowd. That's Morris. Morris E-Day. But yeah, Morris had a few solo albums. His first one was The Color of Success. Then the second one was Pandemonium. Mm-hmm. No, it was the second one was Fishnets on there. And then his third album was Pandemonium, came out like 1990. Oh yeah, here's some other trivia too, if you didn't know. The sequel to Purple Rain was Graffiti Bridge. Graffiti Bridge. I didn't know it too, but I had to scope that out. But yeah, Graffiti Bridge is the sequel to Purple Rain. But my thing is, you know how people, they make these movies and then they make sequels. They wait like 15, 20 years down the road. Like I just found out Happy Gilmore had a sequel. It's on Netflix or something. It's like, what? They wait till all this time. I think to keep the momentum going, they should wait, come out the next year or so. But, because they lose that steam, after the sequel, they don't go to the next one and try to make, the sequel, keep it going, keep the steam, keep that engine running. It slows down and get cold, then it shuts down. Then when they crank it up, it'll be like 15, 20 years later. It's like, man, they should have went behind Purple Rain, came with a number 2. Graffiti Bridge should have came out like a year or so right behind Purple Rain, But Graffiti Bridge came out like in 80s, 87, 88, I guess. But that was like after the way Purple Rain done went on about his own business. Purple Rain was moving on to bigger things. It's just one of those funky things. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, Purple Rain, that was like the first musical movie. No, The Wiz was, as far as music in it, The Wiz. No, that was Wizard of Oz, but The Wiz. The Wiz is like my favorite. It's my top movie of all time. As a matter of fact, I bought it a few weeks ago. They got it on Blu-ray and 4K. They released The Wiz on 4K. So I looked at the 3D, the Blu-ray disc. It looks really good, so I can't wait to see what it looks like on 4K. Because I originally bought it back in 97 from like Columbia House on VHS. Then I got it on DVD back in 2000. Yeah, so The Wiz was my first DVD I bought back in 2000. Yep. The Wiz. Going to see The Wiz. Dinah Ross, Nipsey Russell, Michael Jackson, and Ted Ross. And because Mabel King, she was Eveline. And Teresa, what's her name? It's Teresa King. She played the mama on That's My Mama. She played Clifton Davis's mom. Not Clifton Powell, Clifton Davis' mom on That's My Mama. And his buddy Earl, played by Teddy Wilson, Theodore Wilson. He played Sweet Daddy on Good Times as well. Dun 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 dun, good time. Not getting hassled, not getting hustled. Keeping your head above water. Making away what you can. Temporary layoffs, good times. Oh, and the one who sings the theme song for the Jeffersons is Janae Dubois. People say Janet DuBois, Janae Dubois. She played Walona on Good Times. I think the Jeffersons theme is one of the baddest theme songs out there. Good Times, Jefferson, Sanford and Son. Of course, scored by Quincy Jones. But something about that Jefferson, ain't nothing wrong with that. We're moving on up to the east side. To the deluxe apartment in the sky. Everybody, I think, almost know that song. Pretty much know it. But Jefferson was fun. The Willises. He had the Jeffersons, George and Louise. And they had his son Lionel. And then the Willises, Tom and Helen Willis. They had Jenny and her brother. I forgot his name. She had a brother. But she was the youngest between the two. But yeah, it was always George and Tom and Helen Willis always going at it, And then, of course, George's mom would come over. So Mother Jefferson and Louise were always going at it. And somebody's always constantly clashing, going at it. So then nothing was going on between them. Mr. Bentley from next door, he'd come over and bug him, can I borrow a cup of sugar? Or can I borrow your colander? George had to keep asking what? Calendar? Colander. Calendar. Or that one time where Mr. Bentley's back went out, so he laid on the floor. He asked George, because that's in the actual credit, in the opener of Jefferson's. George is on Mr. Bentley's back, and he walking on because he said his back went out, and they put that in the intro of the Jeffersons. We're moving on up. And if you notice, the Jeffersons, it was two Lionels. Michael Evans, he's the original Lionel. The Michael Evans, he was also one of the writers for Good Times. You know, he used his name. Michael Evans is named after the character. Michael Evans is named after the actor Michael Evans, who helped write the show for Good Times. Michael Evans. Michael's the young JJ's little brother. And the other liner, he would show up when Michael Evans wasn't there, because I think at the time he was busy doing Good Times, so they had get somebody else to take his place. The other, so it was two Lionels. But yeah, the Jeffersons, they had everybody on there as guests. Billy D. Williams, Ted Ross. Another trivia thing too is Helen Willis, who plays on the Jeffersons, played by what's her name? She's Roxy Rocker's Lenny Kravitz's mom. Yeah, people out there in TV land didn't know that. Yeah, Roxy Rocker's Lenny Kravitz's mom. I like Lenny Kravitz too. American Woman. I started actually, the first time I heard Lenny Kravitz was like back in 89 or 1990, 88, 89. It ain't over. I got tired of hearing the song on the radio. They wouldn't stop playing it. I was like, why do you always sound like he whining all the time? And you know what? Like back in the early 2000s, you know, they showed that video. I actually listened to it. And all of a sudden, the same song I was making fun and joking about all them years, we went to the family reunion or something, because I remember they rented a van. I remember hearing it in the van. And I actually, I don't know, I actually like that song now. That made me like Lenny. There was like a beat or a line in from the song he was playing. All of a sudden, it went to the bridge or whatever, and my ears perked up, and I heard it, and I actually liked it. So now I really started really getting into Lenny Kravitz's music. You got the Let Love Rule, but American Woman, I think, was his baddest hit, because that came out like in 2000. You know, he's on stage with his guitar. He had those big, long dreadlocks. His daughter, what's her name? Is it not Jasmine? I can't think of his daughter's name, but she's the actress. Because, you know, Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet had a daughter. Not Sophie, not Jasmine. I can't think of her name, but they had a daughter, and she's an actress. So I guess maybe she took after her mom, Lisa Bonet. No, Lisa Bonet was, she played on Cosby Show. She was Denise Huxtable, you know. And I'm sure y'all seen on the news too about Malcolm Jamal Warner. And I still can't believe that, you know, Theo Huxtable, you know, he drowned. Well, they said the first story was, you know, he got pulled by a current, and like guys, I guess it was a friend or whatever guy helped try to pull him out of the current. You know, he was in critical condition trying to help save Malcolm. The guy got saved, but Malcolm didn't. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to hang on so that guys could rescue and get his daughter put on the surfboard and get her. He hung on long enough, but then I heard something else, a story changed, so I don't know. But either way, it's still sad, you know. Like Hogan passed away too, you know. Hulkamania. I grew up liking Hulk Hogan. I remember me and my mom went to paid to go see him on big screen, Andre the Giant, and Hulk Hogan was WrestleMania 3. And I remember when Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant and slammed him. So, you know, basically that was like Andre the Giant passing the torch off to Hulk Hogan, you know, he won that, you know. He sure did. He picked him up, because Hulk Hogan was like 6'7", Andre the Giant like 7'2", but he was big, a giant. He picked him up, whoosh. He threw him down, and then Hulk Hogan dropped his big leg on Andre the Giant, whoosh. He always do that big leg drop. They counted 1, 2, 3. I couldn't believe it. He won the belt. So Andre was passing the torch on to Hulk Hogan. But yeah, you know what's crazy is too. I know the celebrities passed away, but they were. I saw the other day it was Malcolm. They had Malcolm Jamal Warner, Hulk Hogan, and Ozzy Osbourne. He passed away too, and they made an AI video of it. You know, I don't think like it was. They weren't making fun, but it was an interpretation like a tribute, I guess, like showing them at the pearly gates, like the AI voice of Malcolm Jamal Warner said, like, hey, let's see, I wonder what's inside. And then you see the gates open, they all walk inside the, you know, the gates, heavenly gates. I was like, man. But I've been seeing a lot of pictures too, like did for Hulk Hogan. Like he see his old wrestling buddies at the gates waiting on him and stuff, you know. But when I was looking at it, I didn't see it like making fun. It was like a tribute, it was just just kind of cool how his buddy was there waiting for him. Hogan, they were welcoming him in. The Hulkamania. Hulkamania. But yeah, it's crazy, man. And that's just the thing, you never know, man. It's just crazy. Theo Huxtable, I like Malcolm Jamal Warner, I never heard like any bad news, anything about him, in the news and that kind of thing, Because it's like he always just, he always did his own thing. He didn't do things like Hollywood people do. He just doing his own thing, just, keeping it clean, just doing his own thing, minding his own business, keeping his life private, which people should do because, a lot of people like to overshare all the time, That's another thing about oversharing. I had a conversation with somebody, and I said, why is it, now don't get me wrong, Facebook is good. It's a good tool, but also it can be a bad thing. It's like a double-edged sword, but it's like one hand is good, like you want to show your family pictures. I can see that. You want to share some stuff, but I think sometimes some people, they overshare, they constantly they want to show you every inch, every bit of thing they doing, Now people do what they want, but it's like, my gosh, it's like, don't you want some things to be private? Just oversharing, just overkill. I don't get it, but that's some people are, they want you to see every inch, see everything about them, Man, I don't mind sharing some stuff, but my gosh, some people just don't, just don't, don't mind, they want to show everything. I don't know, but like the song by Patrice Russian, each to his own. Each to his own. Each to his own. Each to his own. Yeah, Patrice Russian was another good singer. She did that song, Forget Me Nots. Want you to remember. Will Smith sampled that song for Men in Black back in 97. Here come the Men in Black. Want you to remember. Yeah, I remember seeing Patrice Russian around first grade or second grade on BET on video. So I seen most of my videos knowing about artists. I saw either Video Soul or MTV. As far as music channels, that was as far as on TV. That's what I came up at the right time. MTV was just happening, and the way I found out about BET was through my mom. We was at an old apartment. I think she was on the phone talking to a friend, and I heard her say something about BET. I guess happened to be walking by the room, and I heard her say something about BET or something. And I was like, what's BET? I started looking for it, and I found it. And that's when I discovered Donnie Simpson and Sheila Banks. Because in the beginning, it was two DJs. It was Donnie and Sheila Banks, Donnie Simpson. But then Sheila left for some reason, so then it was just Donnie all the way down to, it was always Donnie. But then, if Donnie couldn't make it, sub out, he would have like celebrities, come and fill in for him sometimes, he couldn't make it. Because Donnie Simpson, he's a DJ. I think he's DJ in Washington, D.C. Donnie Simpson. He got green eyes. Jamie Foxx kind of messed with him a little bit. He had him on the show, on an episode of Jamie Foxx show, said, Dr. Green Eyes. And Donnie was like, my mama gave me these eyes. But yeah, Donnie Simpson was cool, man. Everybody looked forward to seeing Donnie Simpson. Donnie was cool. He would get down with the young people. As a matter of fact, speaking of Donnie Simpson, Malcolm Jamal Warner, there's a video called Funky Beat by Houdini. And I remember watching that video too. And Bo Legaloo from Full Force brought that video up on his website, on his Instagram. I could believe. See, I remember that Bobby Brown's in that video. But Houdini did a rap group. They did One Love. They did Freaks Come Out at Night. But yeah, Funky Beat. So Bobby Brown, Malcolm Jamal Warner dancing there. Donnie Simpson in there getting down with Malcolm as they dancing. Oh well, Bo Legaloo's in the background. It was a lot of celebrities. Curtis Blow in there. Jam Master Jay from Run DMC. Yeah, Run DMC was in the video too. And then later on you see Jam Master Jay come in there as well. That's another group, a good group, Run DMC. You had Run, you had DMC, you had J&J, Jam Master Jay. They're like one of the big rap groups I started listening to. Run DMC, it was definitely Houdini. Because the connection with Houdini, actually, they might have been like the first ones, the first tape I remember listening to. I don't know who tape it was. I don't remember going to the store and buying it, but that's one of like the first tapes I remember putting in a cassette player and listening to. That and LL Cool J, I'm Bad. But Houdini, that Open Sesame album, because like you see the three of them on the carpet. It's like they're in front of the pyramids in the desert in Egypt, and his album's called Open Sesame. It's Ecstasy, Grandmaster D, and Jaleel, the three of them. Grandmaster D was the DJ for Houdini. Yeah, Houdini was bad. They did one of my other favorite songs by Houdini is 5 Minutes of Funk. 5 Minutes of Funk, Funky Beat, One Love. You talk too much. No, you got a big mouth. And they did a song with Just Be Yourself. They did a song with Millie Jackson. You know, for some of you who don't know Millie Jackson, she's an old school, guess what, R&B singer. I guess she kind of did had dirty lyrics in her song. She was like doing the stuff before Lil Kim was doing it. You know, in her time. You know, before some of these female singers or rappers. Millie Jackson was doing it back in the 70s. But Millie Jackson, but Houdini did a song with Millie Jackson, said, Be Yourself. Yeah, there was a lot of good rap music, you know. I think the first song I heard by LL Cool J, it was I'm Bad. It was on his, it was called, I'm Bad album. LL Cool J, Kumo D. There's a lot of rap. See, the stuff I listen to, it's like, I listen to it now, it's like, I can just tell the rap music was so much better back then. Everybody was just more creative, you know. They wanted to have their own style, music, everything. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure they inspired one another, but they all still were creative. They came up with all their own stuff. And like, I see the creativity some, but it's like, it doesn't do nothing for me, I guess. However, there's somebody I started listening to a few weeks ago. It caught my ear on Instagram because, you know, people show those video clips and they like to have music, and the song caught my ear. I was trying to figure out who it was. It's called the guy named Leon Thomas. A song called Mutt. I don't know. I like the sound of it. I mean, the song is really nice. it caught my attention. You know, it's right. You know, I like Sabrina Carpenter too. She ain't bad. I like her song, Sabrina Carpenter. Who else? I like The Baby. His stuff is I kind of like some of his stuff. The Baby stuff. I like Kyle Exum, whatever. Do the Exum shuffle. Come on with it. Come on with it. Yeah, Kyle Exum. The Exum shuffle. I like that song too. Because, you know, it's really hard for me to pick something, you know, really like some of this stuff. But if it catches my ear, you know, really gets my attention, oh, it's game on. Then I know that's a really good song because my ears, I start really picking up on it. You know, my head start to move. You know, I kind of like this song, you know. But there ain't too many songs like that, you know. My ears just don't, they don't just listen to anything. So I guess I do more like passive listening than active listening. I guess when it kicks in, then I start doing active listening, you know. But yeah, come on with it. Come on with it. Yeah, but that Exum Shuffle is really popular. He Kyle Exum, he's on Instagram doing that dance, and it's on YouTube as well. Come on with it. Come on with it. Yeah, hip hop. Come on with it. Come on with it. But yeah, y'all. So it's some good music. Just everybody has a different, you know, different taste for stuff. But, you know, another artist I like, he does gospel, is Rufus Troutman. He's Roger Troutman's son. Roger Troutman, you know, like the lead singer for Zapp and Roger. He taught his nephew Rufus Troutman, and of course Roger had his own son, Roger Troutman II. But yeah, Rufus Troutman did gospel. It's a really good album. And you can hear Roger's influence on him, like the talk box and the music, the way Roger played too. But Rufus Troutman was really good. Of course, Roger's son, Roger II, Lynch, he was really good as well. Matter of fact, He came out with an album like back in 88, 89. It's called Spellbound, I think, or Spell or whatever. And then he came out with an album like in the early 2000s called The Second Coming. Yeah, he was just like his dad, Roger. He sounded like him with the talk box, everything. Yeah. They did songs like hip hop artists like Too Short and some other rappers, but Roger the Second, he was really good. But it's sad about him, But he was good. Him and Rufus is still doing his gospel stuff with the talk box. Rufus Trapman the third. So Roger's dad is Rufus Senior and his brother Rufus the second. I tell you that Troutman family is really talented. Zach and Roger, they're from Ohio. Roger, he did More Bounce to the Ounce. Get on the Dance Floor. I Can Make You Dance If You Want Me To. More Bounce to the Ounce. So Rough, So Tough. He redid I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye. And of course, Dr. Dre sampled, he didn't really sample. He had Roger on the song California Love with him and Tupac. That's Roger on the talk box when he said, California knows how to party in the city of good old Watts. We keep it rocking. We keep it rocking. Come on, shake it, mama. But yeah, Roger had he influenced a lot of hip hop artists, of course, in Dr. Dre and Tupac, but Roger's the man. Roger Troutman. I can't believe an hour already passed by. But yeah, so I see you were saying, Damien, he just want to stay solo. Lionel Richie, he left the Commodores and he went solo. He did good. A lot of times people feel when the main singer of the group leaves, it's over with. But the Commodores kept going after Lionel left. Lionel did good. They still did good. I know after Lionel was gone, the replacement, they did a song On the Night Shift. It was for the soundtrack of the movie Night Shift, directed by Ron Howard. It was Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton, the Batman from 89 Batman. And Henry Winkler, who played out the Fonz on Happy Days. On the Night Shift. The Night Shift. I remember the new guy came in the Commodore. I was like, who is this guy? He trying to take Lionel's place. I didn't really like him. I sure did. I didn't like him taking Lionel's place. But yeah, they still managed to pull it off. A lot of groups like the Miracles. And Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. He left the Miracles and went solo. But the Miracles still kept going, Like the Impressions. Curtis Mayfield was did a lot of lead stuff for the Impressions. Yeah. Then he went solo, but the Impressions still did good. As a matter of fact, they even made a song for the Three the Hard Way. A song called Three the Hard Way and Wendy. Two of the songs I got from the soundtrack. Three the Hard Way is Fred Williamson, Jim Brown, and Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly with Black Belt Jones. Been cool. Isaac Hayes in there. Isaac Hayes, his character in the Black exploitation movie, Isaac Hayes' character was Truck Turner. And of course, he did one of the greatest soundtracks of all time, Shaft, with Richard Roundtree. Shaft, dun 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 dun. But Shaft was iconic though. Richard Roundtree. He played also. They had a new Shaft with Sam Jackson in 2000. That movie was really good. I got that as well. Cause Vanessa Williams is in there also. And then they did another Shaft like in 2019, 2020, 21, somewhere in there. The new Shaft. Cause Sam, he has a son, so he's John Shaft the third or whatever. But the way they played it in the movie, in the first Shaft with Sam and Richard Roundtree in there, makes it sound like he was his uncle, but really, in actuality, he was his dad. Richard Roundtree was Sam's dad when they finally came through in the second Shaft. But it's funny how they play it around, make you think he was his uncle, but You know. But yeah, that's a really good movie. If you ever get a chance to see the new Shaft with Sam Jackson, but the old Shaft is good too. Like Shaft goes to Africa. I think it might be one more. But Richard Roundtree, he was good all the way around. You know what I'm saying? I like Sam Jackson. I first saw Sam Jackson Coming to America. You know the scene where he's gonna stick up the place, McDonald's. He wore that big long trench coat on, and he had his, about to rob them. Sam Jackson. No, no. I first saw Sam Jackson in. No, it was Coming to America. Then, wait, or was it School Days? School Days came out in '88. I think Coming to America came out in '87. Coming to America came out first, and then Harlem Nights. Yeah, I think that's right. Because Coming to America came out '87. Harlem Nights, I think, came out '88. Yeah, I believe that's right. Those are like the first movies Eddie Murphy directed was Harlem Nights and Coming to America. And that's where you really got to see Arsenio Hall acting the movies. Come to America. That was really iconic breakthrough movie for Eddie Murphy. Him and Arsenio playing all those characters, because then after Eddie did Coming to America, he played more characters in Dr. Dolittle, so you could reference back, because Eddie was like the old man in the shop. He was on Mighty Sharp, the barber, but he was also the old man wearing the glasses, the old guy who would sit down at the table and then like talking trash to them, which was Eddie. He didn't know it till like you seen the credits. Like that's Eddie Murphy playing another character. You can kind of tell Arsenio, him playing. Arsenio played two characters. He was Simi and he was the other old man in the barbershop talking trash with Eddie. Of course, Cuba Gooding Jr. was also in Coming to America as well. Cuba Gooding Jr. I guess that's where I first saw him, way before Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood. Of course, Boys in the Hood was directed by John Singleton. Wow. All right, y'all. I guess it's getting close. I'm about to get off of here because it's been a long day, a long last few days. So I enjoyed getting on here. I'm glad y'all came in and stopped by. I guess I'm gonna get up off of here. So I appreciate my mom coming through, Miss Kim Blingbar, Jaden Griffin, Damien coming through, Max Charles, of course, Trash Girl videos. Viv. Appreciate Viv and Pat coming through. Miss Kim Blingbar again. Yeah, so Trash Girl video. So Viv and Pat. I appreciate y'all coming through. Yeah, I just try to get some time in to make up for last week because I wasn't able to. But I know I wasn't gonna let 2 weeks pass me by. All right, y'all. So I appreciate everything. So until next time, I hope I can catch you next Wednesday as well. So till next time, I'm sure Shannon. See, I'm tired of my tongue. I'm sure Shannon. So peace out. Peace up, A-Town. All right, everybody. So be safe. All right, peace out.